Good morning, students. Welcome to BBVN online classes. Grade 10. Due to this second wave and intensive wave of COVID-19, we are forced to have these online classes, right? So, anyways, we'll try our level best to move ahead with the syllabus, and we hope for the best that very soon this pandemic will be gone and we'll be back in the physical classes, the offline mode. Okay, so we have completed chapter number 7. As you remember, we have completed coordinate geometry, chapter number 7. Next chapter, chapter number 8, introduction to trigonometry. See, this is one of the most important chapters in the syllabus of grade 10. Also, this chapter has extensive use in your higher studies if you opt for mathematics. Okay, so this is introduction to trigonometry. Let us first understand how the word trigonometry came into existence. It is a combination of two Greek words, trigonon plus metron. Greek words, trigonon means triangle and metron means to measure. So this is how the word trigonometry originated. But if we go with the definition of trigonometry, so it's very simple. Trigonometry is nothing but the study of the relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle. In any triangle, you obviously have three sides and you have three vertices which represent three angles. So the relationship between the angles and the sides of a triangle. This is what we'll be studying in our chapter 8. Okay, so first let us consider what are the basic hypotheses that we have. Say I have got a right angled triangle, triangle ABC. This is right angle at side B, at vertex B, sorry. So A and C are the acute angles, right? So there is a general representation of acute angle. Greek alphabet theta is used to represent an acute angle. Okay. Now in this right angle triangle, the side opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. The side of the triangle on which this angle theta lies, that is base, and this AB which is perpendicular to the base is called perpendicular. Also you can call it as altitude. Okay. Now in this triangle you have three sides, AB, BC and AC. So for instance, the vertex A, side opposite to vertex A, if I consider this side as length A units, this hypotenuse of length B units, and the side AB which is opposite to vertex C, I consider this as its length is C units. So I have three lengths A, B and C. Using these three sides, I can have six different ratios, A upon B, or I can have B upon A upon C or C upon A. I can have B upon C or C upon B. These are six distinct ratios using the sides of this triangle. So this is for sure that in this triangle we can have six different ratios. Okay. Now trigonometric ratios are the ratios for a particular acute angle in the triangle. So if I consider this angle as theta, acute angle, it is represented by theta. The six different trigonometrical ratios: sine ratio, cosine ratio, tangent ratio, cosecant ratio, secant ratio and cotangent ratio. In short, sine ratio is represented as SIN, sine ratio of angle theta. Cosine ratio in short is written as cos ratio of angle theta. Tangent ratio in short is represented as tan, so tan ratio of angle theta. Cosecant is reciprocal of sine ratio, 1 upon sine. In short, it is written as cosec theta. Secant ratio is the reciprocal of cosine ratio, 1 upon cos. In short, it is written as sec ratio of angle theta. Cotangent ratio is the reciprocal of tangent ratio, 1 upon tan. So this is cot theta. As I have mentioned, A upon B or B upon A. In the same way, we have three ratios and these three are the reciprocal of previous ratios. So we have 6 different ratios. Now what does it say? Sine ratio of angle theta. If this angle theta is considered, so for this theta, this is the base, this is the perpendicular, and this is always the hypotenuse, side opposite to the right angle. Sine ratio of angle theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. In this triangle, perpendicular upon hypotenuse is AB upon AC. Cos ratio of angle theta, it is base upon hypotenuse. Base in this triangle, base is BC upon hypotenuse is AC. Now tan theta is very simple, perpendicular upon base, that is AB upon BC. Now we know that cosec theta is reciprocal of sine theta, so it will be hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So this is AC upon AB. Sec theta, we know it is reciprocal of cos theta, so this will be AC upon BC. Now cot theta, this is the reciprocal of tan theta, so this becomes BC upon AB, right? So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios in any right angle triangle that we have here. Okay, so based on these 6 ratios, we will have our further calculations. I hope you got the basic idea. Now we'll continue ahead of this. There are certain important aspects. See, all these, I am saying once again, all these are trigonometric ratios. I hope you understand what a ratio is. Ratio between any two quantities, ratio, right? So here we are taking the ratios of the length of the sides of this triangle. Okay, got it? Hope you have noted. I'll continue this. Please pay attention, children. Let us understand it in a better manner. See, again I am taking a right angle triangle. Say this is point A, point B, point C, point D, point E, point F, point G. If I consider this angle as theta, now in triangle ABC, tan theta equal to BC upon AC, perpendicular upon base. Okay, now if I consider triangle ADE, same angle, I am not changing the angle. Earlier I had taken triangle ABC, now I am considering triangle ADE. So here tan theta will be perpendicular DE upon base AE. The angle is same, so the ratio of this angle, the tangent ratio tan theta, will also be same. It means they are equal. So this equality does not mean that BC equal to DE. No, it does not mean. It does not mean that. It does not mean AE equal to AC. No. But this says the ratio BC upon AC is equal to the ratio DE upon AC. For example, say this is 3 centimeters and this is 4 centimeters. Now, if this is 4.5 centimeters, this A to E has to be 6 centimeters. Now, this ratio is 3 upon 4. BC upon AC is 3 upon 4. What is DE upon AE? It is 4.5 upon 6. I take 1.5 as the common factor for both. 1.5 goes 3 times and 1.5 goes 4 times. So 4.5 upon 6 is also equal to 3 upon 4. So the ratio for the same angle, the ratio between the sides will always remain same. Hence we can also say that this BC upon AC will be equal to DE upon AE, which will be equal to FG upon AG. So for this particular angle, the tangent ratio or the sine ratio or the cosine ratio or take any other trigonometric ratio, they will always remain the same irrespective of the length of the sides. It always considers the ratio. Got it? Hope you understood it better. We'll continue in the next class.